not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, Goblin Nation! Welcome to another horror movie review of a thriller, of a kind of action. It's kind of a little bit in the air what it is. Okay, it says here that it's a thriller, and it is, but I kind of make it a horror of it. I feel like it's not Dark Gods also kind of thing. Was Dark Gods? No, I made it Dark Gods. They teleport Dark Gods. It's called the Black Side kind of thing. Dark Side? No, Black Side kind of thing. Yeah, it's like that's totally, I think, also a thriller, not a horror, but I kind of classify it as a horror. Why? I don't know. I hate to classify so many things. It's between an action and a horror, but it is an action. It's a kind of horror. It's like, what is it now? Well, the middle piece is thriller, but you know. Let's just do me! I'm not gonna debate you what this is. I'm not gonna debate it because you're right, it's a thriller, but I make it a horror. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Or it's also kind of, we're not talking about me! Or if you want to talk about me, let me know how much you want to know about me. Well, I was born out of a unicorn, but why? I don't know, it just sounds magical. Anyway, so we're here to talk about Freaks, and Freaks is a really good kind of horror movie in the beginning, at least. And in the beginning, we have this father that says, "Going outside is a horror. Going outside is kind of a nightmare to do. It's just you and me, me kind of thing. We're not going outside at all. We stay here, stay inside. We're not going outside. No. Outside is bad. Don't you dare going outside. If we go outside, it's gonna be the end of us. Yeah, so there's bad people that want to kill you, that want to make you dead. That kind of thing. There are the bad side. Don't go out. I remember when I could not go out. But I could go to the park. It's just like my friend's gonna go. Why can I not go? No, it's a scary world. I have to see you. I have to know where you are. I have to able to get there but my friends will make it. He is like older than me, like only 2 years. But right then, it feels like, oh yeah, this guy can do this, so it means it's safe. I'm thinking. Either way, no, but if my parents are like, yeah, my father's like, no, you're not going there. It's like you staying on this kind of thing. You're not going there. The world got way scarier than this. So like back then, it's like nothing. Now it's like, be careful. Even one step outside can be the end of you. I mean, right now it's even worse. But you know, before the outbreak, before this whole kind of thing happened, because in the beginning it feels like, oh, this is like when the quarantine goes so fucking deep, like so fucking fast that in 10 years it's still going. In 10 years, this is it feels like, and the girl cannot go outside. It wants ice cream, but it cannot have ice cream. No, you cannot have ice cream if we have ice cream kind of thing. So, but then also it makes like she is kind of insane, this girl, because at some point she's like, I kind of I want my mommy. I don't have my mommy. I don't have mommy. Mommy's nowhere to be found because she's dead. She died because she went outside. So kind of thing. That's what we get of it. Eventually, it's like there is an ice cream truck. Yeah, you don't get ice cream truck, but she wants ice cream, but she doesn't get it. And it's like this father is also very bad kind of thing. Like, oh, you kind of think, but you kind of, how do you know about the outside world? Like, she has this kind of thing that she knows about a little bit of the outside world, and she's like, no, the outside world is bad. Kind of thing. You're not gonna go up. Get it in the closet. The closet is scary. Get in the closet, I told you. So she gets in the closet. Then it's like this other girl that's the other side. It's kind of like, what are you doing here? What the hell is kind of I was like, is she in her imagination kind of thing? Because at first it seems like she's imagining. They kind of like, this girl in my kind of closet, and then the guy. Then his father's like, there is no one in here kind of thing. But there is. But there isn't. But there is. Kind of thing. It's like, okay, I need to keep you safe. I need to stay awake to keep you safe. That's the whole point. The whole point is to keep you safe, to keep you kind of smart. And that feels like okay. That's kind of going on. This is how it is. And machine wants money, and that's like okay. And there's also this whole kind of apocalypse, like the end of the world kind of scenario kind of going on. Like, oh, you cannot go outside, it's bad, we know that. But her father is like, okay, if you kind of think you're a normal girl, if somebody asks, you're normal, you know, I am normal, I am kind of normal, you know. But he keeps drumming in that, like in a military kind of way, like this kind of thing. You repeat this. What do you do if I'm not coming back? You go this. What you do kind of thing, you go to the other side, to your kind of thing. That's our aunt. It isn't her aunt, but they're gonna take care of you. They only can. We later found out the only reason they would take care of it is because of the money. Oh, the beautiful money. That's the only reason. But she feels a connection kind of thing. So at some point at night, she comes kind of thing to this girl that's living on the other side of the. And yeah, at first like it's like, do you wanna play Be My Mommy? Like that play a role game kind of thing that kids do. Actually, lots of kids do it. I played daddy when I was little. I was dad. I also played a child. Apparently, the child was way easier to do because I was like, nah, want water? Nah, give me that. Nah, I want this. Nah, like it was easy to do. You know, I remember being a child. I remember playing a child. I remember playing dad and always punishing the child. No matter who's playing it, like, you're grounded, Missy. You're grounded. Like, now you're gonna stay. Oh, don't you get out, eh? Don't you get out. You stay in your room. In your room! Well, I lock the room and I'm going to class because the class is gonna be. But you cannot! That was always my ending if the school bell rings. Like, you stay here. I'm gonna go. I was already in teaser back then. I was already crazy back then. Now I just went out of it. I went like, oh, YouTube, the place I can go out. Nobody's judging me. Everybody that likes me is gonna stay here. Is gonna like this kind of crazy. I also feel more comfortable because of YouTube doing it outside of YouTube. Even though not everybody gets me, you know. You guys get me because you enjoy me. You know what you're getting. You know what others are like, no. Anyway, I think we talked enough about me. I always talk about a little bit about me in these videos. That's the way I go. That's the way I roll. That's the way I just should go. I think. I mean, a little bit of me, a little bit of this movie, a little bit of me, a little bit of this movie, a little bit of you. Anyway, so where are we? Oh yes, kind of playing mommy. So she makes her. We see this is the first time we like literally see her that she has powers. Yes, it's a. What was it here or that before? I think it was before. But if I kind of got it in wrong order, it happens. You know, it happens. Sometimes I kind of feel like, you know, I have that in lots of movies that were like this happens, but that piece should be there. But you know, still the plot is not different. It still happens, just not in the order I tell it. It can happen. Everybody has those talks. Like everybody has like, unless you're writing it down like this is this is boring. Writing it down is boring. Just get your thoughts out. Just get it. I mean, sometimes it's good. For games, could it be good? For movies, I feel like just go with it. And if you're really interested to know the whole story, watch the movie in what order it is. Anyway, so she kind of thinks she played mommy kind of thing, and then she in the morning she disappeared. And it's like, okay, what the hell was that? Was that real? Was that even real? Or was that she going crazy in imaginary friend? She has an imaginary friend. Oh, is that cute? A little before kind of thing, but okay. Imaginary friend. It's imagination. Then she finally kind of sees her friends like outside, the same girl that she was like imagining, like, huh? And that's like she gets an ice cream. And for a long time, she wanted an ice cream, and her father didn't give it to her because she went out. She's like, oh my god, I kind of bled into that. And I was like, where is my ice cream? It's like, I didn't get the fucking ice cream. I had some other stuff to do. It is very dangerous. Even though outside you see like butterflies, you see like very good weather. Like something is off about it. And eventually, she gets the ice cream from this girl. It's like, boy, why did you give me an ice cream? I was like, I don't know. It's like, what the hell are you doing here? I'm like, no, my child, my baby girl, you don't get it. So today I didn't tell you. Another guy, oh, sorry that my daughter cat to you. It's like, what are you doing? I don't know. I had this ice cream for some reason. I wanted to give it to her. I don't know. But then it's like, okay, now we're ending this conversation. Then he gets mad. Like, you should not have done that. You should not have gone outside. You should not have gone back to the closet with you. Go in the closet. Boom. Throws her in the closet. Like, I want the ice cream! And yeah, she's going all nuts, kind of bananas. And I'm like, that's very bad parenting. Like, always closing it. I'm not a parent, apparently. I mean, besides playing a parent, you know, when I was a child, kind of thing. No, that kind of thing that you do with him. I was very much like, I still don't have a child to play. I mean, we all know that's not gonna end up very well. Maybe in the children years, yeah, it's gonna be a teenage year, yeah. I think I'm gonna be parents, good. But when it grows up, it's gonna terrify the world. Tell me! The world doesn't need that, does it? Oh yes, it does need a child for powers. I mean, also there is an adoption kind of thing going on. That's way... I mean, I would not do it, but I feel like if you cannot have a child, if you don't want it, there are more ways to have a child. Adopt it's like from a young age, doesn't matter. I mean, they're still gonna say, wow, who is our man? What are your parents, man? I mean, we're like, your parents were probably British, but because you're starting to talk British, and now you're gonna just shh about it forever. Now I kind of... when you're 27, 28, when I'm in the garage, you can search for them. Maybe they're also dead. Anyway, so back to the movie that I'm not finished yet at all. So this time we're gonna go a little bit faster on the wheel. Okay, and we're going. So after this kind of a tragedy, after kind of the girl being locked up, she wants her mommy. She wants kind of this is the first time she actually sees her mother, but chained up. Like, holy shit! But she doesn't believe it's her. The mother doesn't believe it. Like, you cannot be my child. You cannot be my child. This is not real. This cannot be real. This cannot be. So she's scared, living hell out of her daughter. That goes out, tries to look back, and it's gone. It's like, she's insane. She sees things that are not there. She sees this insane woman that's chained. Maybe if she lets it off the chains, there's gonna be this horror kind of thing, element that's gonna shake that. Like, this was a whole point. This, like, the monster is now taking adventures of this girl, and she's gonna be out. And then you see her true identity. That's what I was going with it. No, they didn't go there. It ends up. Here's this thing, like, I saw mommy, her father say, you know, your mother's dead. Then there is also this woman, this guy that was actually before this scene. We find out this guy, old man with a kind of an ice cream. He's like, I got to. Also, her father scares the fucking hell out of this girl. Or their daughter. It's like, literally, he said before that, it's like, don't go to the ice cream. If you go to the ice cream, there are dead children in it, and children's bodies are like, oh my god, that's a fucking scary story to tell a 7-year-old. I get the world is horror, but now we find out it's not that horror. I mean, it's terrifying, but like ice cream, they go to the park. This guy is not any fucking much. He starts using this girl, like, okay, have you any powers? Do you kind of thing? Because trying to figure out that she has, but we know on this point she has kind of powers. She can make people do stuff, apparently. That's what we find out, it's like kind of thing. Because I think on some points here, he is like kind of father. If she screams out enough, if she's scared enough, if she flies the fucking hell out of you, she can make you do things. And at first, this old guy tries to kind of find it. they go to the park, doesn't it? Then this guy, cop comes up, and it makes like this guy is the old man is very terrible. This old man is the villain of this story, and it's like, yep. And he's like, do something. He's the bad guy. Dude, that's a cop. He's the bad guy, man. He's the bad guy. You should really. He's gonna kill us. Like kind of the go to here, girl. It's like this girl tries to protect this girl about his old man. It's like, no, I'm his grandfather. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Like, yes, I am. No, you're not. Like, he's gonna kill us. Like, no, don't kill us. And then on place like, shh. Okay, I'm not gonna kill the cop. Just like, and then the old man's like, oh, you do have powers! What's fascinating! I was like, okay. Now we're going somewhere. Now it's like, that old man is nuts. Now, so that old man goes to the car, goes to the thing, and we find out there's this government thing going on. That this guy, old man, tries to get her to the government. Like, this is a freak. This is power. No, she's like, oh, I'm a normal girl. It's like, no, you're not normal. I'm a normal girl. Like, no. It's like, I like sports. All kinds of sports. I have to lie from my father. I love it. And it's like, no. Then they go to the kind of thing. And then there's this guy, this food's kind of there's nothing bad about him. Well, the old man doesn't think so. Right inside. Oh, fuck. He goes out to like, oh. I get shot. Like, and then the agent's like, what the hell did you guys do? I said the kid, the old man. This is not a kid. That's not an old man. It's a kind of a one in his prime. Now he's dead, but you know. Anyway, so then they kind of go with this. They get out of here, get turned invisible. I was like, is that the girl doing? She can turn people invisible. She has lots of more powers than that. That kind of thing. Then she goes home. Then she sees her mother. Then the mother scene happens. Then the plot thickens. Oh yeah. It's like first it's like this old man is the crazy guy. This old man. This world is like freaked up. This world is crazy. This world is insane. Mostly the old man is insane. He gets him like, oh, the next time you just give him a pill. Just give him this pill, and it will be all gone. Then she goes up. Well, her father finds out that kind of thing. And then, well, then the old man, then the old man gets, again, because she gets pissed off of her father, gets again outside, again goes to this girl. But this time she wants to go just to his aunt. She wants a mommy, she wants a mother. She wants a mother in life. Sure, her mother is an angel. Sure, her mother is kind of thing. We find out her mother's alive, but you know, because the old man is like kind of thing. Here is your mother's kind of thing. Here is your mother's picture. So is this actually her grandfather? But it's like, why does anyone know about it? Why is this old man being a mystery? Why does he want his father? Like this mountain is kind of interest. It's like this freaky thing going on, and the plot thickens and thickens, and the plot keeps on going, and eventually she runs to her on some points. Her father, her father kind of thing is there when the grandpa is there, and it's like he just apparently teleports, gets her and gets out of there. Teleports away or something, then gets to his daughter. It's like a kind of thing, and then you see this bubble, and it's like, you're special like me. Like, I'm trying to keep everything. Then we finally find out what the hell is going on. Freaks are people with superpowers, kind of thing, like she is. And even though it feels like she's gonna blow up and she's gonna kill everybody, and that's the whole fucking plot through it. It feels like, but no. And we found out her daughter is alive, and the grandfather is kind of nuts to trying to get in there. He wanted having the daughter going in there, well, our granddaughter going in there, so they both will be there, and she gets her daughter out of it. And the father didn't know this. Also, this whole time, it's only 6 months from when her mother was captured to now. Her father had this time bubble on the house, so time goes way faster inside. That's the whole reason he wanted his daughter to be inside, so he can keep this time bubble. And the reason he bleeds so much, because he's It's not because he just got into it, because he used his powers to have this time bubble around it. And all this kind of happened. So, that kind of thing, but his father's still an ass. She looks like she's gonna freak out and kill everybody every second. But then it's like, okay, we have to move. So he moves like, okay, I need to get my daughter. After that, you also see one time again her thing. She wants to save her mother because on this time she's on death row. She's gonna get died. Then I'm gonna go a little bit faster on this one. Then she goes to this the daughter of the family. Yeah, I kind of recognize her because she is the freak that kills kind of thing. And yeah, like, no, we don't need a freak. She's like, I love you, I don't want father to be mad, so love me. And like, no, and they get out of there, back to the house. Well, then on the other side, the freaks are happening. Oh, who let the freaks out? And like, you know, this is 7-year-olds with the power of mind bending kind of thing, like getting your mind in this space kind of thing. Do this for her. It's like the Purple Man of Jessica Jones. Only the Purple Man needs to say it. She doesn't. She screams it out. I think she can do it without even that. She has this mind control kind of ask thing going on, and it's insane. Anyway, so now we have also my fucking jacket just got. Yes, I know I have to go faster. You guys are waiting to get to this ending, but come on, my jacket, my thing. You know, it needs to look good on camera. You know, I need to look good. I don't, you know, who's good? I'm good. Anyway. So we have to then that freaks kind of thing, and she freaks kind of out, like, I want to kind of thing. Then the other way that starts happening, she controls it and literally kills the cop. Well, first knifes the woman that was like, I want you to be, because she has really mommy issues, like mother issues. I told him, she wants a mother. She tries to get this girl to be a mother. Of course, she freaked out. Eventually, then the parents to be a mother. Even forcing it doesn't take long. Sometimes it's like 5 minutes and it's gone. So yeah, after that she freaked out. She kind of thing. Now she kills him. This is the first time we find out she is actually the one that does this. That it was not some vision that she had. She actually can interact in it, and she killed them all. They're all dead, and then she gets thrown. I think it was before. No, she gets thrown into the thing, like, I'm gonna keep you safe. Like, no, you're not gonna keep. Or was it before? Whatever, let's skip that. That's not important. I mean, she freaks out and almost kills her father. It's like, I wish you were dead. She says that like 4 times in the whole movie or something. Like, that's wants her father to be dead. But in the beginning, it feels like her father is horrible. Also, she's horrible for trying to want to kill her father. But either way, now they want to rescue her mother. And she does this by able to control somebody on her death road, because the mother is gonna die. The mother is gonna die any minute now, and the daughter takes over this guy's kind of thing. Guy's body. First kills the scientist, then controls the other one, frees her mother, and she is like, while that's going on, the cops are actually going all around it. Sure, the father tries to talk the woman out of it, like, there are no freaks here. I am not the one you're looking for. Doesn't work, man. Doesn't work. She died. She eventually dies, even though it's like, I know those kind of things. She dies. Then they try to talk her out, the rest out of it. Like, no, we got your hostage. I mean, she's dead. Like, clearly, that means what? She's alive so far as you know. Well, it doesn't work because a rocket starts going off. And while that's going on, the daughter tries to help her mother. It's like, Daddy, I'm trying to help. I cannot help. This was one of the best moments in this, funny moments. I mean, only more funny moment, but still. Like, this moment when the father freezes everything and the whole world got frozen. Apparently, because her mother got frozen, and she's like, Daddy, I cannot help. Mommy, if you freeze everything! It's like, sorry, need to do this or we're gonna die. So he freezes, kills the kind of thing, shoots a bullet, gets back inside, and times kind of go on again. Bang! They all die. They always die. She helps her mother again. Well, then thing happens that she gets a little bit off kind of thing for a moment, that there was something that happened. I don't remember what, but something happened where she loses the control of her powers for the moment and leaves her powers, so her mother is kind of need to defend herself for a moment. So the one that she was controlling is now back in his own body and tries to kill the mother. Eventually she gets back in there, helping my mother by this guy, and then eventually she escapes just in time for everything to explode. The father tries to do it, gets her, and the daughter falls off because she is now dying. And the grandfather, he is already dead. He is dead. He kind of died. Do I remember how? Yes, I do. He dies because the woman that actually kind of thing killed him, and I think the daughter. Yeah, that was how the daughter lost control. This woman came in. The daughter wanted to kill the daughter, but the freak kind of the invisible man, the grandpa was in front of the girl. So it's like, oh yeah, he does love his granddaughter, because before this it feels like only his daughter he loves. He doesn't love the dog because he wanted to throw her before the lions, kind of thing. Either way, now that kind of thing, she kind of throw the kind of out, then the whole thing explodes and they're all gonna die. But because the father can counteract, gets her daughter when she's unconscious and gets out of there. Everything died. Her father has some last word because everything exploded. Her daughter is alive. His daughter is alive, but she is kind of thing. Her father dies in that spot. But now her mother comes to, because her mother escaped. She can fly, but apparently also obliterate people. I don't know. Seems like it. So she kind of thing gets the daughter, like, now we're gonna go, and then they fly off. That's pretty much the whole movie. I know it's already a half hour long. Some of my fucking reviews are freaking long. I know. Sometimes I cannot stop talking about them. Sometimes I go a little bit off road that I can actually like not do, but then you don't have me, you know. I'm going a little bit off board sometimes. It happens, man. Alright, you got me, you feel me, you still like me, you still are gonna love me. I try to mix it a little bit up, some shorter, some longer kind of thing. I mean, half an hour is the longest I want to do. I hope it never gets to more than a half hour. I feel like you should not talk that much about a movie. I mean, people are going, some people are loving it. I hope they're loving it. I'm not somebody who's like, alright, we're at 15 minutes, it was a waste. I'm like, I'm gonna tell everything I want to tell, and then I'm gonna close. That's pretty much how I work, how I roll. Anyway, I am the Twisted Goblin, and I hoped you enjoyed it. God, it's getting hot in here, so I'm gonna take off my clothes. But first, I'm gonna end this video. Anyway, I hope you liked this, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. This was Freaks, and I give it a solid 10. I feel like it's solid 10. It's not overkill, but damn, it was good. It was really good. Solid 10, man. Anyway, what's your thoughts about Freaks? Did you watch it? Let me know down below, and I hope to see you guys, like always, in the next one. Bye.
You never catch the Twisted Goblin!